We are designing a mobile app on iOS that will help users set achievable health and fitness goals and will provide motivation to create and maintain healthy habits to address these goals. The app will integrate with food and fitness tracking services, and users can also manually track habits that they set. When users complete their habits, they earn points that are redeemable for gift cards and other merchandise from popular brands, and this provides them motivation to stay on track with their healthy habits. So in front of you is a lo-fi prototype of our design, and it's modeled after iOS, so you can interact with everything just as you would on an iPhone. And on your left, there's the task sheet. We're going to have you run through 3 typical user tasks. And throughout the app, there's color-coded buttons and notifications. The blue buttons are clickable, and the notifications you're able to interact with just as you would on iOS by either swiping to view them or clear them, or 3D touching on them to view the notification. So as you go through the prototype and the tasks, could we just ask you to think out loud anything you're thinking while you're going through?
Oh, okay.
Okay. What? Oh, and down here, that's legend for the navigation icons. Those are also clickable.
Okay.
All right, so the first task is to mark meditation notification as complete from the lock screen.
And this one is the medication notification as complete. It's like this.
Okay.
And then click this one.
Awesome. All right, so you've successfully completed the first tasks. So the second task is to redeem a pair of Nike Zooms.
Oh, I can just click it. And then click this one. Fine now. Confirm. It's confirmed. Yes.
Awesome. Now you are on to task 3. You're going to check your monthly progress.
Check monthly progress. Where is it's in the user profile or somewhere else?
There's another icon down here that relates to it.
Habits, right? Or home. Oh,
You're actually going to see the monthly progress.
monthly progress. Oh, this is the progress. Okay. I can view month.
Do you feel like this product was designed to solve the problem that we explained before about trying to get healthy habits in your life?
Yes, I used another app to track my steps and sleep data before, but this one seems more contains more categories like meditation or something else.
Okay. While interacting with the product, did you get confused at any point?
Yes, when you asked me to check my monthly progress, and it takes me some time to find this icon.
Yeah. Did you notice or see any features that you thought were missing from this design?
I think temporarily, maybe no.
Oh yeah, we can show you all the pages.
So this is the main page, right?
Yes.
Correct.
This is home, And this is marketplace or where are all the shoes. I think maybe it's too much information here.
On which pages?
Like here
Okay.
and maybe here and maybe here. I'm not sure. I think just for me, I'm used to use some simpler apps. Don't have just this much functions. So I know it's a good thing to include more contents in an app, but it also will waste more time to find the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Was any task especially difficult to complete?
Just like the progress. I think the main problem is I didn't notice this icon and I don't know what was his name.
So the icon itself
Yeah.
needs like better labeling. Okay.
Yes.
Describe like your overall experience navigating through design, like your feelings about it.
I think it's good. Like I click something, I got the right feedback. Yeah.
Did you fully understand the navigation and the flow through the app?
Yes, mostly understand. Just
the one.
Yeah, just this one. Maybe and like something else like home and user profile is easy to know its meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I actually I didn't try those like habits. I didn't try this.
Okay. Did you expect anything to be on any of those screens that wasn't there?
Temporarily no, because I think it's very it has rich contents and it takes me some time to know all the functions. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there's anything to add on this.
I know you described some things already, but is there anything else that you'd want to change about our design if you could?
Maybe just these icons. Like this one is progress, and this one is habits. It really takes me some time to memorize or recognize its meaning. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that's overly distracting about the design?
No. Maybe one problem for me is just like as I said before, is too much information and I need some time to get to know all of this.
Okay. And how would you describe your overall feelings of interacting with this design?
I think it's very fluent. Like I click something, I got the right feedback. Yeah, I think it's good.
How likely or unlikely would you be to recommend the finished product of this design to a friend?
If it is a finished product, I will recommend it to my friend as it has some like coupons or prize awards for ourselves, and it also has some new features like the meditation one and maybe the habits.
Mark the meditation habit as complete from the notification on the lock screen.
So it's complete. So I'm gonna clear it out.
What does that do? I think that dismisses the notification.
Yeah.
It was a little
so-
tricky since iOS 11. It's a little bit different than it was.
Yeah. So when you say complete, so does that mean I need to open the notification or
You would open the notification. Yes.
I'll just click that?
Oh, I forgot to mention. I'm sorry. As you're thinking and going through the design, just think out loud anything that you encounter.
Fantastic. So, okay, I click the notification and I see this. So, I have already done the eating vegetables part, so I need to sleep and I need to drink 6 glasses of water. Finish 2 glasses, okay. Mhm. Okay. And I have a series of items that I need to do and what I already did. That's good. So should I go through the other tasks here?
Oh, you just have to mark that the meditation habit is completed.
Okay. So I touched here.
All right, so you successfully marked that as complete, so now you can move on to task 2, which is redeeming a pair of Nike Zooms.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So I have this notification, so I'm going to touch that. Like this. Perfect. Redeeming a pair of Nike Zooms. Okay, I click that. Yep. I close it. That's redeemed.
Okay, so you
Perfect.
redeem the Nike Zoom, so now you can check your monthly progress.
Mm-hmm. So progress is the bar chart icon, so I just click that. That's great. And I have, okay, so it's highlighting weekly progress. And I can see, yeah, all the days. Currently Sunday. Oh. So I can see all the days here. I guess these are like the existing challenges on the app that others have done.
Correct.
Leaders. Yeah, scoreboard. That's great.
So right now you're actually viewing the weekly progress.
Oh, yeah. Monthly progress.
So
So I
you
just click month.
All right, so do you feel like this product was designed to solve the problem that we had explained before?
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah. Makes it easier to do the whole process, workflow of that,
Mhm.
yeah.
Did you get confused at any point while interacting with the design?
Not really. I think the only iPhone, iOS
Mhm.
differences.
Did you think that there were any missing features?
For the tasks that you have, they are perfectly supported with the least number of interactions, and it's pretty intuitive, so I can't really think of any missing features. No, I can't think of anything right now. Yeah.
Did you expect anything to be on the screen that wasn't already there?
You can go through the screens again.
Yeah, I'll just quickly go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the progress is not
Oh, okay. So I think like minor aspects would be somehow tagging what each of these are. So right now, so once I read them, I know what each component is. But still, like as a first time when I'm looking at them, adding like a small tag here saying like this is progress or these are the tasks that you need to do, and then this is the tracker for the activity that you did. So something like that.
So that actually covers the next question. Would you change anything in our design? So perfect. Did you think that any of the interfaces were too busy?
No, not really. I think it's pretty well fit because I think it's mainly based on like icon-based design. So even though information is kind of packed here, it's still well categorized. So I do not feel busy at all.
Just two more questions. How would you describe the overall feelings when interacting with this design?
Like feelings in terms of I like it.
Whether you liked it or you were frustrated with it, or
I'm not so frustrated with it. It's pretty simple to use and it feels very intuitive. So I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. And how likely or unlikely would you be to recommend this finished product to a friend of yours?
Very likely on like a scale of 5, probably 5.
We have 3 tasks there, and we're going to go through them one by one. So we're going to start with the first task. But before that, just want to show you, there's kind of a legend here that the orange are the clickable buttons.
Okay.
The pink or purple are that's the input field. And then the completed tasks, that's your green.
Okay.
And there's your legend of the profile, home, and progress, which is on your screen. Okay, so first task is going to, and also if there's anything in your mind, anything you want to say, please feel free to speak at any point.
Okay.
So we can hear your comments. Okay, first task, mark meditation as complete.
Meditation. So, click this.
Great. Okay, so you've accomplished the first task. So on to number 2. Redeem $5 Starbucks gift card from the marketplace.
Marketplace. So, if I click this. Choose. So like.
You can think out loud so that we can help you if you have.
Okay. So you mean $5 Starbucks gift card?
Right.
$5. So you said that $1 for 3 stars, so I have 200, so that would be $5. So I can just tab here and then type in 5. So choose your gift card. So it's at Starbucks. Oh, so I have to click there and search Starbucks. Lots of words, huh?
Yeah, I don't get paid enough for this.
Okay. Starbucks. And redeem. Okay, great. Close.
Awesome. You have completed your second task. Great.
Yay.
Now it's off to the third one. Go to the home page and check your progress on water consumption.
Okay, then home. And check progress. Where is it? Here. So this is meditation, and there's water. Just click water.
Okay, so do you feel like this product was designed to solve the problem that we explained?
You mean keeping people motivated and keep track of their progress?
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, like this, like a avatar, like this dialogue. It's kind of like more like a human touch thing than just showing statistic or like chart or yeah. So it will feel more like you are actually someone is talking to you and help you get motivated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Did you get confused at any point while interacting with the design?
I was thinking that like the task or this activities, yeah, because when I first seen this, yeah, it was like in this kind of situation, and actually, I'm not. If the user is entering this page that without this is completed, then I might not be able to know that this is the place for I could check my activities and mark it as complete. Yeah, I mean if this is also like orange and empty, yeah. So I might not be able to know that I can actually click on this thing and make it mark it like a complete activity. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think anything was missing, or anything missing from the features,
Features.
or missing any features? Excuse me.
Yeah, and also like yeah, because I think the most part I get not confused but have to think over is on the second task is that you want me to redeem the gift cards, but on this home screen I didn't see any obvious like icon or a button that can lead me to something that related to redeem a present or gift card or something. So after I looked over all the possible options, I could only think of that. So if I'm going to redeem something, I might using my score to do such a thing. So I tap this one. Yeah, but like because when we using most of applications like Uber or Lyft or even the App Store on iPhone or something, if they have the options to redeem something, no matter it's a coupon or a gift card, it'll have like a very obvious icon or a button that maybe a shape of a present, a gift, or something like dollar sign or something that it could make you quickly think of that I can do something related to the money or some benefits here that I can acquire or I can reach for that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. So was it hard to complete the tasks that we gave you?
No, not at all. I mean, the whole flow is very concise and not giving too much burden to the user's recognition. So yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah.
And describe your experience navigating through the design.
You mean like like feelings or?
Yeah, your feelings. How did you feel while you were navigating? Was it
Well,
hard, easy? Was it confusing?
it's not confusing. I mean, it's just as like I said, I think it's very simple, and yeah, and all the features are kind of visible and not hiding things to like in a very deep layer or something. Yeah. So
Okay, so
I think it's fine. Yeah.
did you understand what the buttons meant?
You mean all the?
Yeah, any of the buttons clickable, those 3 types.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Let's see, did you expect anything to be on the screen that wasn't already there?
So, are you guys going to work on like this kind of thing? Like, if I wanted to have a more detailed view of my progress, like because like this is only a kind of overview, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like if someone is really like an advanced user who is like wanting to know a very detailed progress of his own like hydration or meditation or something like that, he might wanted to know some advanced information. So I think that's more could be a thing that would expected by the potential user of this product.
So we currently have weekly, monthly, yearly.
Mhm.
Apart from that, what
Oh,
else? Yeah, what else do you suggest us to include in the details?
It might get a little bit difficult to imagine because I don't really use these kind of applications. But I'm thinking of like if you have a weekly, so this should be like from showing from Monday to Sunday, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it's going to be a too detailed to put a daily one, like they wanted to know that like their water consumption, how is that related to their water consumption statistics during the day.
So
Yeah.
as a user, how would you use the weekly, monthly, or yearly button category more often than the others? Which one would you use?
Well, I think most people will probably going to use weekly most of it because like if you're going to use monthly or yearly, that means you have to like use this app like more than at least 6 months or a year or something. You can do that. Yeah. So yes, I think like and also like I feel like a week, the time period of week is actually more like a normal people will evaluate their routines, like daily task routines and their daily lives. So yeah, I think the weekly could be the most often used, but the month, yeah, about 2 others, I don't know.
Okay, so that kind of goes into our next question, like what would you change anything in our design? So you kind of touched on that, but anything else that you would change? design?
You mean change the thing that already here? Or,
Right. Anything that you see that you think could be changed? In what way?
So it's kind of like the competition between friends or people you know. It's also a kind of approach to motivate users. Is this what you were thinking of in this
Right.
part?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, like, if you want to have to ignite more feelings or some kind of atmosphere of competition, then yeah, I think maybe making these part more like more emphasis on maybe the ranking or the scores that your friends have, or maybe yeah, I don't know. This is only a lo-fi prototype. Maybe adding some features like when if you are in the first place and someone gets past you and you might receive some notifications or something that makes you aware of you. Oh, I'm in this competition with my friends or something. Yeah.
It's more competition.
Yeah, so I think that's more. I think it will make it more interactive instead of just user trying to keep record of what they have done or how much scores they earned. I think this kind of features, social features, would be more interactive and more. It's another approach for the services to engage to the user, not a user simply just input data or things in the application.
Okay. Do you think our app's interfaces were too busy?
No, not at all.
And anything distracting in the design?
No, I don't think so.
And how would you describe the overall feelings of interacting with our design?
Well, I would say it's more, yeah, just like I said, different from just only applications for keep track of your health informatics. Things like this avatar dialogue or the icon, and maybe making there seems like you're having some cartoon icon or these stuff would be more like more emotional and more not that just a boring statistic or pie chart or something like that. It's like showing put more emotional in the interface that could make user feel more engaged doing themselves. Yeah.
Engagement, okay. And last question, how likely or unlikely are you to recommend it to a friend, this product?
In its like final form.
Fine. Well, yeah, I mean, I would very likely to recommend them since like you can actually make money out of it. It's a great feature. I mean, yeah, it's not that. I also like I do know some of my friends. They're really into like wristband, Fitbit, or other stuff. They're very kind of into the outdoor activities or sports, and they all do these like keep track of their health informatics. So, and also you can, I mean, stay healthy and getting benefits. I mean, yeah, I think so. It's a very good idea. Do this, yeah. I would probably recommend this to them. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. That's the last question. Okay, so task 1 is mark meditation as complete.
Checkbox, right? Okay. Cool.
Okay, so that's task 1. And we're going to task 2, and that's redeem $5 Starbucks gift card from the marketplace.
Where's the marketplace? Yeah, like I'm gonna assume, and maybe I'm gonna go here and see what happens. There we go. That was my assumption. Wasn't clear, but okay. That's 0. I want to put in $5 here. You go. Okay, so the only confusion is like if we're flipped over, then it'll be like more intuitive since you're entering something on the left and it equals to that. Or unless you can also add over here and see. Okay, I guess. And I want to go to Starbucks. I see over here. Can I swipe down, or do I have to search? Should be able to swipe down, but I also search. Starbucks. Yeah, there you go. Filters down. No fingernails. There we go. Starbucks. Redeem $5 Starbucks e-gift card for the Starbucks. Oh, I selected it, so now I have a redeem. Close. I'm done.
Awesome. So that was your second task. Now we're on to the third task. Go to the home page and check your progress on water consumption.
Home page. Check your progress on water consumption. I'm guessing that's something like progress. What? Swipe. Water logs.
Okay, so did you feel like this product was designed to solve the problem that we explained?
Problem, like it's a to-do list, but with an added incentive of earning money. So I guess it does provide incentive to do what you want to do. Yeah, kind of does. Like the especially the redeeming part of it probably does. Yeah, somewhat agree.
Cool. Okay, did you get confused at any point while interacting with the design?
Yeah, like initially, like when I didn't know where to go to redeem my $5 Starbucks e-gift card. I knew there were like 200 over here. This tells me it's clickable. Okay, that's why, but maybe a better way to do it. That's the confusion I had. Another one was like over here, like I don't know if I'm supposed to touch the check mark or over here if that just interacts it, or if I touch it over here, maybe it gives me more information instead of just checking it.
Okay.
So
Do you think it's missing any features?
well, I don't know. Like I can't say like what your design intention is. Like no, I know what your design intention is, but sorry, I don't know what your intention of features that you're gonna provide. Like it all depends on what you want to give to your user and what you don't want to give to your user. So get progress check. Like I don't know, like how do I manage? Like manage. I see a button over here, but it's not like I'm not sure where you get like add more activities to your thing. Just I don't know about that. I'm guessing there's a feature there for that.
Okay.
So
Was it hard to complete any of the tasks that we gave you?
it wasn't hard, not really, not for me. It might be confusing if you, especially the redeeming part, might be confusing for other users.
So describe your overall experience navigating with the design.
Was fine.
Did you understand fully the navigation, the flow of the app while you were using it?
Yeah, like I got the hang of it eventually. Initially, I was confused, so that gives you an answer. And like, you also have to take into consideration that I can like have a knack of figuring out interfaces more
Right.
so than other users, I'm guessing.
Than the common user who's not.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you understand what the buttons meant?
More or less, yeah.
Did you expect anything to be on the screen that wasn't already there?
I don't know, like maybe just like a better representation of what your stars and what your dollars do, instead of just a simple math equation.
Right.
So
Were you looking at this when you
no,
initially?
I was not.
Okay.
I have no idea what that's meant for.
So you didn't even look at
Yeah. I
anything
don't know.
over there. Okay.
I think it's like I thought it was just, now I see it, it's $1.40 stars. Initially seemed like it was $1.4.
Okay.
So I have no idea what was that.
Sorry about that. This keeps All right, a couple more questions. Let's see, would you change anything in our design?
Well, to choose amount this.
Okay, right.
And a better way of getting to your marketplace, I guess, more intuitive instead of just that.
Okay, marketplace. All right.
That's about it. I'm guessing this is scrollable, I'm guessing. So, yeah.
Okay, did you think our app's interfaces were too busy?
Not the homepage, marketplace, borderline maybe, but that again is just like a choose amount thing might be better. Like maybe split it up into different like steps. Choose your amount first, then choose your gift card. That would make it less busy. The progress thing again, that's just a personal preference. Might not have to do anything with like have these things as a list first, and then you click and then you get whatever you want. Like into two screens instead of squishing them into one. Especially since you're considering it's a smartphone.
Okay.
This is a bigger representation of it. If it goes smaller.
Right, so kind of spread it out over
different
screens,
screens.
right.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything distracting in the design?
No, I don't think it's anything distracting. Just yeah, I'm just
Okay.
talking from a user's perspective, not
Right.
from a heuristic perspective. So no.
Okay. And how would you describe your overall feelings interacting with our design?
Feelings?
Good
How
or
do I
bad?
answer that?
Good or bad?
Feelings. They're all right.
Okay.
So no.
And then how likely or unlikely would you recommend our finished product?
If it all depends on the reward system.
Right, okay.
The likelihood is on that.
So that's the number one kind of takeaway,
That's
is the rewards.
Likely. Like personally, I'm not a to-do list person. Maybe that motivates you.
So less tracking, more, for you, less tracking, more kind of carrot.
Yeah, carrot on the stick.
Right, okay. Alrighty, well thank you, that was it. That's the last question, and thank you for interacting with our prototype.
Yes, no problem.
And any other questions? Anything I
No,
missed?
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.